Hey everybody, Wanna Wisdom here. It is Tuesday morning, April 15th, 2014, 3:29 a.m. I am really tired. Gonna go ahead and persevere through this. Got something to kind of keep me stimulated and excited, that being Legendary Free Ranger. This will wrap up his complete upgrade process. We're going to take him down Tornado Thrower. Been a long time since I upgraded Free Ranger. Threw him on the portal to kind of refresh my mind. Bottom end I wasn't as impressed with, at least on Lightning Linguist. Storm Focus up top and Wind Slasher that we just took with the LFR. Those pass really cool. Wind Slasher puts out some crazy damage numbers. Speaking of damage numbers, that link at the top of the video description box is your friend. If you take it, you will be redirected to my website. You'll see all the videos. It'll be a post dedicated only to Free Ranger and his upgrades. You'll see all the videos. In most cases, it's going to be 5. In this case, you'll have Legendary Base, Legendary Wind Slasher, and then Legendary Tornado Thrower. Other video will be Free Ranger's Base, Storm Focus, and Lightning Linguist, simply for the fact I recorded him eons ahead of actually picking that 5 video format for the swappers. My apologies there. That's all the time I'll spend explaining that. It's been explained other times. We kind of want to get into Tornado Thrower, but the top end on Free Ranger is just really cool. I'm hoping that Tornado Thrower kind of delivers here, so let's go ahead, I guess, back out. Box stock, I mean, his bottom end ability was just you spin into a tornado like that. It did 5 and 8 damage several times. Base upgrades 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, increase the speed of the tornado, which is awesome. I really appreciate that. Number 2, increase the duration of the tornado, which I have 0 complaints there. Then number 3, all that did is increase the range enemies were picked up. Bear in mind, I haven't really gotten to play with my upgraded Free Ranger, and really, when I played as Free Ranger, it was almost all primary anyway. Aside from, I used the tornado kind of just to like move around, and then sometimes you'd encounter enemies, and it was cool. But to be fully appreciated, I'm saying you basically need to be in-game play or a challenge or something. So, nonetheless, you'll get an idea here. I mean, it's very fast. Has a nice range now of picking up the enemies. That's kind of like inconsequential for me. Still doing 5 to 8 damage. On Lightning Linguist, when you enter the tornado, I think it just like shoots out a bolt of lightning, and it was like 5:15 on the first hit, or 5 and 10 on the first hit, and then it chains off and does like 10 most of the time. So I mean, it was really kind of disappointing in terms of like what I had in my head. So hopefully Tornado Thrower delivers. That'd be really cool. Lightning Linguist, if you want to see that, take that link at the top of the video description box. I'll have the cheat sheet for you, which has damage numbers for every upgrade he has, however tedious they may be to document. That'll be in the long video, standard Freeze Blade with the base, Storm Focus, and then Lightning Linguist. So we'll kind of be in like the back third of the video. But since we did that with Free Ranger, this is LFR, Legendary Free Ranger. We're going to take Tornado Thrower, see how it goes. Throws tornadoes at enemies to knock them all around. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Gives you the warning here, that's nice. Again, the swappers, you have one path and that's it. If you don't like it, you've got to reset. If you accidentally select it, you have to reset. If you love it and think the other one looks awesome, you either have to reset or go buy a second character. Again, the cool thing with Legendary Free Ranger, you have the standard counterpart, so you're not like buying doubles on the characters like you would have to do with like Boomjet, Spire Eyes, Drilla, etc. So let's go ahead and pick this. Alright, so again, right here, base upgrades on the bottom end. Speed is increased, duration's increased, range is increased. What we have now is called Wild Tornado. It runs 960. All the prices you see are within the 18 Wing Sapphire discount. When becoming a tornado ends, that's key word there, ends, a powerful tornado is shot out, damaging all enemies in the way. Now, I'm going to go ahead and slide up here, Lightning Nova. Blasts all nearby enemies with a powerful lightning bolt when from becoming a tornado. That may be something, if I investigated it with enemies, maybe it would be more impressive. And as you can see there, Lightning Nova does more damage. Twisted Twister, more powerful tornadoes are shot forward that does increase damage to enemies. So we're going to pick up Wild Tornado. This is going to come after we enter, I guess the tornado ends, if you will. So, back out of here, back out of there, come over here. We're going to enter the tornado now. Again, speed and duration's increased, it's still 5 and 8, still got the range. Let's see what happens. 45, wow. So as a little tornado, I thought it would kind of like be bigger and more sinister looking, but it looked like it did 45 damage to me. I'm going to try to line it up so it might go through all 3 of these dummies. At least we can kind of see it. Okay, so it has the range from where I was to go through 2 of them. Did 45 damage apiece. I'm gonna scoot a little closer here. We'll rattle off 5 apiece. 45, 45, 68. So pretty cool there. We got the trifecta. And I'll assume the 68 is probably just a critical number. Probably not like some bonus for whacking through. 68. So that was 2 68s and a 45. So I think I'm going to actually like Tornado Thrower better than Lightning Linguist. Again, I may have to investigate that with enemies, but as it stands right now, Tornado Thrower just from the first purchase is pretty sweet. Bottom end's what we're working on. Alright. Twisted Twister. It's making me think of Twisted Sister, and no, we're not going to take it anymore. More powerful tornadoes are shot forward. There's so many of these that I don't think are worded correctly. More powerful tornadoes are shot forward that do increased damage to enemies. Tornadoes does. Anyway, Twisted Twister. We're going to pick that up, and where we were doing 45 to 68, 23-point spread for the critical number, hopefully we're going to bump up from there. Being that high already, I would think it'd be like a marginal increase, but if we jump from like a 45 to a 60 and a 60 to an 80, that will be very, very cool. So let's pick it up and find out. Alright, let's go ahead and enter the tornado. Make sure it's eluding 5 and 8. Let me try to get over here. 60. Okay, that's the significant increase that I said would be really cool and I didn't think would happen, and it did. So 45 has become 60. That's an increase of 50. 68, what does that become? I don't know. We haven't seen a critical one yet. So that was 360s. I mean, that's 180. That's pretty solid. The only downside here is it's just going to go straight ahead. It's, if you had enemies all around you, and maybe they were primarily to one side or behind you, it's not going to be that efficient. I'm assuming there's a critical number on these things, at least. I don't know how long it's going to take to actually. Already would have seen last time. I'll try it 2 more times. Oh, 60. What's sad though, and I know it's a lot of times, but the 5 and the 8, that would have just got bumped up between speed. I would have liked speed, duration, and more damage. And I think I saw a 90 there at our first double. So that's crazy damage. Alright, I'll try it 1 more time. I'm pretty sure that was 90. I will be able to tell for sure. That'll be cool. Alright, I'm going to run with 60 to 90. I could be delusional and have missed that. I'm really tired and it's early in the morning. But I I think that's the case. Now, if you're thinking, man, he's right, you're only going to be able to use that like, with enemies ahead of you, what I would do, usually you can kind of see when you're like going into an enemy-ridden area, I'd go ahead and enter the tornado and just approach it like so, maybe kind of go defensive, scout the area out, and then set it up. You'll kind of get a feel for how long it's going to take. And then once that's happened, go in and execute the primary or tertiary, whatever attack method you prefer. But that's what I would do, is kind of use it as like a speed mechanism, and then just if you run its course, that's all the better. So, the only thing we lack now is a soul gem for this bottom side. It is called Charged Winds. Hold A to become a tornado filled with lightning, dealing damages to all enemies in the way. So we were doing 5 to 8. Let's see what happens here. I don't think it'll affect Tornado Thrower. If it does, that will be crazy awesome. Anything above 60 would just be sweet. Alright, the tornado looks way cooler now. Instead of 5 to 8, we're doing 10 to 15. Go ahead and set up here quickly. I think that was a 90 again on our first hit. It went off at the sides. Straight through. Looks like he's looking straight toward the middle bubble. 60, 60, 60. One last time, just did a really long verify. You can verify 10, 15, which doesn't sound like much, but when you factor in how many it shoots off, it's pretty significant. That said, I think Legendary Free Ranger here got a really, really cool set of upgrades here in terms of his top and bottom end. We took him on the top side. He is actually down, headset's falling off my head, Wind Slasher. Bottom side, we took him down Tornado Thrower, which you just saw. Cannot go wrong with that. If you are a rookie player, or just like I said, kind of going through, need help in Nightmare Mode or Score Challenges, probably can't go wrong there. Lightning Linguist, I may have to investigate that. I couldn't imagine Tornado Thrower being like that much better. Maybe I'm just not remembering it correctly. Now Storm Focus, pretty cool if you like the tertiary. It kind of gives him a bigger range attack. But the really nice one there is Charged Gigawatt Bolt. It's where you charge it up just a few seconds and it shoots out an 80, which is really nice there. But nonetheless, that's Legendary Free Ranger. He followed the format I want. Again, my apologies on standard Free Ranger. He's going to be one and done in terms of his videos. One video containing the base, top path of Storm Focus, bottom path of Lightning Linguist. It's one of the first swappers I recorded, him or Boomjet. I might have actually done a Free Ranger first, but it was done long ago, and since then I decided on this different format. The good news is I had not fully upgraded Legendary Free Ranger. He'd remain box stock, so I got to set him down the correct format for the videos, and I think that'll help out a little bit. It'll basically be just like Trap Shadow was. So that said, I can't stress enough, take that link at the top of the video description box. I'll have all the videos broke down. The post you'll be directed to is Free Ranger only. That's all it pertains to, and I think it'll help you pick a path, see if you need to reset, see if you want to say, hey, I really like Storm Focus and Lightning Linguist. Wind Slasher and Tornado Thrower look even better. I'm going to go buy a second figure. So whatever the outcome may be, or just simply like if you took Tornado Thrower and you saw Lightning Linguist in the other video and you said, man, I'm glad I picked Tornado Thrower, it'll kind of give you that peace of mind confirmation that you have the better path, or you picked what works best for you. That's the ultimate goal there, is just to help everybody out. So hopefully it does that. Again, I'll have the cheat sheet for you. Damage numbers for all of Free Ranger's upgrades will be there. As tedious as they may be, I'll do my best to get them as accurate and close to reality as I can for you. But I'll quit rambling here. I am ridiculously tired. I don't know if I can record Boomjet or not. I may just do his base upgrades and then kind of have other two paths to look forward to. I think that's what I'll do, and then I can probably be in bed by 4 after I brush my teeth, so that'll be nice. And nonetheless, most of you probably don't care about that, so make sure you're subscribed, because whatever format I follow in terms of editing or recording and then editing, uploading, whenever these are uploaded as a subscriber, you'll be amongst the first to know. You can like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+. Best source for quick updates is probably Twitter. For those of you not on Twitter, there's a Twitter feed on the blog. Left hand side, just below all the polls, which you can check out. Tons of Skylander related stuff there as well. Nonetheless, I'm going to quit rolling here, and we can kind of get back, do Boomjet's base upgrades. That'll be fun for me. And like I said, then I'm going to call it a night. So hopefully you're asleep unless you're in Australia or New Zealand. In that case, I know you're probably going about your day, getting ready to come home maybe, so shout out to everyone on that side of the world. But I'll leave it there, and we will catch you back here next time.